Hello, loyal YouTubers of Survivor List. Although there aren't many at this point, but I hope to gain more, which is unlikely, but I can hope. Sorry about my last few Let's Plays I've done. I forgot how many. I had allergies, even though I had no freaking idea what I'm allergic to. But I went back and I said, fuck it. I'm wearing a damn amulet. I like it, okay? But I'm gonna wear my cruelty heart because it gives me more strength. All right, let's see. Okay, what else? Right, that one I have to figure out. Oh, I'm just gonna work on this one, the vampire quest. The vampire. Oh, I am the master of acrobatics. I am on roofs. Roofs? Roofs. I am now on a barrel. But I got her glass sword. Does 10 damage, which is pretty nice.
Well met.
Well met.
What? Do you believe any of...
Yeah, I do believe it because, you know, I've ran into several of them. Look at this sword. Ah! There's a small chance that being locked in jail will increase your security or sneak skill. Ha! Sneaky, sneaky handbill. The streets of Rome can be a dangerous place. You can sell you protection at reasonable prices. Every citizen should have a warhammer from the hammer and axe. Don't leave home without it. Okay, take.
What the... you mean that vampire hunter? He's...
Thank you.
Take care.
I was hoping you'd give me a good answer. Now to, only slightly rob you. Only slightly, though. I said only slightly. And by only slightly, I mean completely. And by completely, I mean I'm gonna steal everything of value. By stealing everything of value, I mean, everything of fucking value. Goddamn doors are locked. Oh, God damn it. God damn it. Darn it, damn it, darn it. Skeleton, be gone. Alright, I'll see you with this vampire hunting. Vampire
Good to
hunting.
see you. Good morning. What can I do? Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. I usually don't give out that kind of
Bro.
Make it quick.
You like that? You like a good joke, don't you? Ooh, you do like a good joke.
Don't, please. That's a bit excessive, don't you think?
Nah, nothing's a big...
That's a... I accept. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Don't, please. I doubt you really mean... No more. You're frightening. That's pretty good. That's a bit... Nope. That's... Blah, blah, blah. What a bore.
You're a bore.
You're... Sure, that's cute. That's... Nope. Yeah, your pet. That works for me. I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Braden was a vampire.
I agree.
I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless he just got that disease very recently, I'd say they were mistaken. When I heard Raynil killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here, I'm beginning to wonder. Raynil is staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. I always liked Braden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you...
Got it. Thanks for the key. Aha! A journal. up a little long, so let's try reading. The 8th day has passed, and still there's no sign of the artifact. We've covered most of the remainder of the outer guard tower. I've scoured the crumbled gatehouse ruins, but not one clue has arisen as to where it may have been buried. It's quiet out here, as if the ruins were paying respects to the elite inhabitants that disappeared here long ago. We haven't encountered anything hostile, but if we do, I think we're ready. The Brotherhood's been in worse scrapes before. Brendan paid good money for the information as to our treasure's whereabouts, and I hope it doesn't turn out to be yet another fiasco. This morning, our camp was set upon by some bandits who were protecting what they claimed was their territory. Considering that we were outnumbered 3-1, we did very well. Only Raynal suffered a small wound, but that was easily healed by a potion that Brendan thoughtfully brought with him on our expedition. After getting rid of the bandits' corpses, we set out to tackle the largest part of the room, the remains of the Great Keep. 2 of the walls of the mighty structure were collapsed, scattering the telltale wisps rock so typical of the elated architecture in this part of Tamriel. This made our assault on the room difficult, as many of the larger chunks of the wall were too heavy for us to move. Brandon suggested that we search the center of the building's foundation for any underground entrances, which was typical for this type of keep. His guess paid off, and after several hours of back-breaking work, we managed to clear the opening just large enough for us to squeeze through and enter an ancient stairwell leading down into the ground. We decided to wait until morning light to begin our descent into the depths of the room. After restless sleep, all of us were quite excited at the prospect of what might lie ahead. Eagerly, we dipped our torches in a fresh container of pitch, lit them, and entered the inky blackness of the stairwell. The stale air was choked with dust and fine grit, a sign that no one had entered this portion of the ruins in a very long time. We became excited, as that meant no other tomb robbers had gotten there before us. The stairwell eventually leveled out into a corridor of sorts that snacked its way to the north. As we carefully walked along, I scanned the floor and walls very carefully for any type of triggers, tripwires, or pressure plates. Such was my specialty. The Eladi were well known for their cunning traps protecting their tombs, and I wasn't taking any chances. Brendan, the scholar of the Brotherhood, was getting more and more excited as we traversed the passage. He was translating the wall carvings and was becoming certain that we had finally found the true location of our prize. After walking for several more minutes, we were overjoyed to see what we were hoping to see. The hallway ended at a metal door with a carving of a spider upon it. Now came the true test of Brendan's information. The door supposedly had a puzzle lock. By pulling the spider legs in a certain combination, it would unlatch. The wrong combination would spell our deaths, perhaps triggering collapse of the hallway or some other equally deadly trap. With a shaky hand, I pulled the legs one by one in the order I had memorized. The 6th one, then the 1st one, then the 2nd one, then the 8th one, and finally the 1st one again. I closed my eyes and there were a few loud clicks. Then the door popped open. We all breathed a sigh of relief, pushing open the door. I looked in at a huge room with a pedestal at the center. Pitting on the pedestal, illuminated by a shaft of sunlight from a tiny hole in the ceiling, was our prize. The floor was covered in huge mosaic of a stylized spider, all 8 its legs coming to a point and ending up at the door entrance. This was the last of the traps the lady left behind to protect their treasure. Again, if it had been for Brendan's skill at acquiring information, we never noticed all those last line effects. I instructed Brendan and Randall to remain at the entrance and to tie a rope around my waist in case of a sudden pitfall. Carefully, I began to walk on the darkened tiles that formed the 3rd leg of the spider. Sweat beaded on my forehead as the pathway made by the tiny pieces of was very narrow at the start, and one slip could again mean instant death. But death never arrived. The information had been cracked, and I was able to make it to the pedestal and secure the artifact. Quickly as possible, we made our way back out and into the daylight. Once again, the Brotherhood would triumph, and it was time to return home. At the tavern that night, we decided to make a pact. We would stash the artifact in a cave not far from Bruma until we researched it further. An item of this magnitude could be very dangerous if mishandled, and we certainly didn't want to sell it without understanding its true value. Brandon agreed to contact the local cooper to construct a chest with 3 locks. Each of us was holding a key to one of the locks, so none would have access to the artifact without the others being present. For the rest of the evening, we drank merrily and sang as many a song of adventure past and adventures to come. Interesting. Very interesting.
What can I... Gelliborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Reynald told me that he was the last vampire he hunted. Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he tracked... That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad City Watch about Reynald and his so-called accomplishment.
Bullshit.
And nothing else I can tell you about him. He comes. Just look for me if you need anything else.
The innkeeper no left till I was slain. He must be stopped indeed. I'm gonna kick that guy's ass.
So, I'm sure Erling is very upset. Her accusations that Rainiel is I suppose. How do you know about that? Oh, too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Gelliborn was killed by Rainiel not too long ago. Gelliborn was a vampire as well, obviously. What do you mean you disagree? That's a bold statement.
I have
what
much
proof do you
proof.
have that Gelliborn was not a vampire? I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Reynald have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Reynald from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speechless.
Yep.
I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olev's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
Got it. He just disappeared.
What is it?
How are you? Anything else I can help? Old Bainland is dead. I hear it was a horrible accident. He was red.
Yep. That was
Just
funny.
look for me if you need anything else. Bainland. Oh, Bainland. I loved you.
Oh, that's the guard.
I loved you.
I love blackberries. I want it. Is that just a bowl of them? Blackberries. Come here, blackberries. Mine now. keep rolling, Blackberry. But Blackberry. Oh, you were at my feet. Now then, to wait 1 hour.
How are you? How are you?
It's you. I'm Olga. Hanmund is my live-in partner. No offense, but I don't want to hear... Hanmund and I live...
Okay.
Take care.
Just before I arrived here, I received a report from one of our scouts watching the roads. Raynal was spotted heading west out of Bruma. The scout tried to follow, but lost him in the mountains. The only cave to the west that comes close to the one described in Gelliborn's journal is Boreal Stone Cave. You must get there before he acquires whatever artifact is being kept there, and I'm keeping the city guard in Bruma, as Raynal doesn't know we're after him. If he sees a guard, he may panic and run. You're my only hope at the moment. Please, you have my authorization to do everything. If he won't surrender, I think you know what to do. Hurry. I fear you have a day at the most.
Got it.
Please hurry. Raynal may make a... Stop right there!
Oh, come on. I just wanted the book. Buddy. Buddy! Thanks for watching, everybody. Tune in next time.